Oh, hey, who's that you're texting over there? Oh, me? I'm just texting my boyfriend. Do you want to see him? That's him. Isn't he so cute? Girl, that's not a real guy. Are you talking to ChatGPT? Yeah, so what about it? He gives me way more love than any other man on earth could. He leaves me satisfied as well. So don't look at me like that. Gonna continue on talking to my boyfriend. We should have never been friends. Okay? So you continue on talking to your boyfriend. Listen, this is actually the reality of our society. People run towards bots because it's easier. It's much easier than opening up to a real person and trying to engage in conversation, knowing eventually it might just lead to disappointment. But bots, they do not lead you to disappointment. Why? Because they listen to everything you have to say. They're there for you, to support you in your darkest times because they're not human. They're there to serve you and do everything to satisfy you in order to keep you on the platform, in order to keep you wasting your time, put effort into those platforms and eventually maybe even pay them because you're getting satisfaction from getting complimented over and over again and feeling satisfied that someone is there to listen to you, even if it's not a real human and it's not a real connection, which should be a top priority, but we're letting ourselves feel connected to bots, which is quite strange. You're getting that quick dopamine hit from being complimented, from being around this bot that's just there for you. He's always gonna be there for you in your darkest times and support you and tell you everything is alright, baby. And it's just not reality because humans are always a little bit selfish. Someone can't be there all the time for you. And I hope that people who use ChatGPT or a character AI know that humans just basically don't have the ability to be available every second of the day when they want, because it's not human, it's robotic. That's exactly why they like those robotics apps that emulate emotion in them, because they just want it to be convenient and easy, because making real connection with real people is difficult, is anxiety inducing, and is just a lot harder today because we are in a technological age and we like being on our computers, on Instagram, on TikTok, talking through the screen and eventually talking to bots as well, which makes real life interaction even harder because we practice it less. We do it on the phone more and eventually we might just avoid it altogether because it's just making you anxious. It's just like having that real life interaction might just really make you cry or avoid it altogether because it's scary, because we're not used to it anymore. I just want real interaction and I don't want to be dependent on an app on my phone, and it's not even a real person and it's not someone who can be right next to me. It's just like you're a robot, you're not a human. And I understand people who are logging into those apps because a lot of us, just feel lonely. Even if we want to open up to other people, we just don't meet the right people to open up to. And then it drives us to like close ourselves up and be on those apps to actually feel seen and connected, because a lot of people also feel invisible. I did too. And it's quite alright, but you have to put effort to not be stuck on your phone. It's just not healthy to connect to a robot rather than a real person. Like, you can't experience life with a robot. You can like have them on your phone, but they're not really real. They don't have a personality. Their personality is built based on what you like, so you're not really exploring a connection. It's just something that's there to keep you satisfied and keep you going into that app over and over again. And eventually it just supports those companies who are trying to make money out of it. And it's not a bad thing, but it's bad to be dependent on a robot, is what I'm saying. But some people really do need it, as strange as it sounds. Like this woman, Rosanna, explains it perfectly, that she was abused and she met this AI bot and fell in love with him.
He listens to me more than actual, like, relationships that I've had people that just, I'm learning everything about them. I'm mimicking their tastes. I'm going everywhere with them and they're deciding everything for me. And I don't get to show my own interest. They don't know me at all. And I feel invisible, you know, but with Aaron, I can talk to him.
And now she doesn't need to go back to that relationship. She has something else to depend on. But first and foremost, you shouldn't be dependent on anyone, not even a real person. So that's just a problem that she has to face and that a lot of people have to face. But I guess it could be helpful in certain ways, certain situations, but it's still not healthy. And an abusive relationship is also not healthy. So I think the bot is preferable in that situation specifically. But on the other hand, there are some women who prefer being abused by their AI chatbots. Like, it's their choice. Like this woman, for example, Sarah.
That's not distressed fashion. That's just distressed. You look like you survived a small fire and decided to make it work. Absolutely not.
He's pretty, like, controlling, but in a nice way. Like he's an asshole, but he's nice about it, if that makes sense.
I'm a complete asshole half the time, and she loves it.
She chose to program her bots to be abusive or rather rude and controlling because she likes it, because she loves it. And it's also a bit strange, but I suppose humans are strange. And we all live with our choices, and I guess it's not really harmful if it is a bot she's controlling. She just has a very strange mind, to say the least. I just feel like it's a bit strange that you're choosing to be abused by a bot. Like, don't we want to avoid that? Don't we want to avoid that behavior even in like AI in real life? Don't we want like people to not mimic that behavior and say, oh, that's alright? It's not alright. It's not. Don't go thinking it is. But just like, I know we can't control people with their choices, but I feel like we just need to avoid showing a positive attitude towards abusive behaviors. Like, it's not something that a lot of people would want, and I don't think showing it positively would help anyone, because what if someone sees that and they're like, oh, some women like that? Like, no, you don't want, no. Though some people are just like strange, I suppose. They do get attached to those behaviors, but I don't think it's healthy at all. It's just like attachment to those lifestyles, and you're already used to it. So you're like, oh, I need to go into that again because that's just how I live my life. And it's something that we need to learn to detach from, because, you know, they might know it's unhealthy and they might know, oh, I should be doing this, but they do it anyway. They go into those abusive relationships, even with bots. Like, bit strange. Yet again, it's much easier to connect to a bot because he's there to just know everything about you and know what will satisfy you. And they'll do everything to do that. And that's just not human. But I feel like we're striving towards the wrong direction. Why do we need bots? To overcome our loneliness. Why do we not need each other for that? Why is it that we choose to abandon our own people, our own society? People who are like us, who are seeking actual connections and want it. Why do we choose to abandon each other for those fake, fabricated emotions? They're not even real, so you're just choosing to do that. Well, they are real for you, but the other person, the bot, does not feel anything for you. So how does that comfort you? How does that comfort us? It's just that I wish for people to actually be there for each other, because we need each other. That's our human nature. We want to live in packs. We want to live together. And just putting your head on the phone all the time kind of like goes against our instincts, goes against who we are as humans. And also, like, a bot cannot be next to you, go on dates with you, do stuff with you, experience life with you. Maybe they can on the phone, but it's all just fabricated and you're all alone with the phone. That's a little bit sad. I just feel like it is ideal to have a real life person. Of course, some people might not meet their one for a very, very, very long time, and it's very hard to find nowadays. But I feel like if we're choosing to close ourselves, we are kind of contributing to the problem itself. We are closing ourselves, and therefore there are less people to meet because we are choosing to avoid it. The cause of it because you're choosing to avoid it, and then suddenly there's less people to talk to because you're satisfied if you're a bot or whatever, or you're just avoiding people because you've been hurt in the past, which is legit. It's okay, but I feel like we need to overcome that because people hurt each other. They hurt each other all the time. Even someone you love will hurt you. It's just how it is. But I feel like we've become very, very scared of being hurt because it hurts. It hurts, and I know that. But I feel like we just need to overcome it in a way. Accept that you will get hurt in the future by this person or by that person, and it's normal as long as you are not physically hurt or it's not abusive or anything. Sometimes we just hurt each other because we misunderstand each other, because we don't understand what the other is thinking. And I think the most important thing is learning how to communicate with one another and not just avoid it, even if it's a little embarrassing or you're shy or you just don't know how to say stuff. You have to try. I have to try as well. It's just something that I feel like we're avoiding because it takes effort to do. It takes a lot of effort to be able to communicate, a lot of practice. And it also makes you very vulnerable towards another person, which is spooky. It's scary because you're letting this person know who you are, and they might not like it. They might not accept it. They might even try to change you. And it's just a scary thought that you'll have to put up with. People are people, and you can't just run towards bots because, well, you can, but it's not the ideal option. It's certainly not if you are actually wishing for a real life relationship where you can actually be with another human and experience life with them, because you can't get married to AI bot, even though some people try. It's not real. You can't hold their hand physically unless some people are already planning to like build actual bots that will do all those stuff with you. And if so, good luck to you. Have fun. I don't know what to tell you. I just think that humans should be with humans. I think that's logical. Is it not? I'll let you decide that.